If you haven't seen our first video, do have a look. It gives an introduction of support in Bexley for unpaid carers in just a few minutes. In the next few minutes, we'll focus on specific options around financial matters and mental health. We know that many carers are worried they may not cope financially over the next year, or may not have enough money to cover their monthly expenses, and many feel anxious and stressed about their finances. And things may be even harder now with the increasing cost of living. But there may be some financial help that you can access. If you spend at least 35 hours a week looking after somebody, you may be able to claim carer's allowance. It's not means tested, so it's not based on your income or savings, but your earnings could affect your entitlement. If you're not eligible for carer's allowance, but care for somebody for at least 20 hours a week, you may be able to get carer's credits. Personal independent payment, known as PIP, is money for people under pension age who have extra care needs or mobility needs, difficulty getting around due to a disability. Then attendance allowance is a benefit for people who've reached state pension age and need regular help with personal care because they have a disability or illness that makes it hard to look after themselves. And personal care may be things like getting dressed, eating, drinking or washing. If you or the person you care for have a health condition, hidden disability or difficulty walking, then you can apply for a blue badge. It provides parking benefits such as parking on yellow lines, in disabled bays or free parking in pay and display car parks. You may also be able to get help with prescription costs, council tax or winter fuel payment. There are websites that can advise and also local charities such as CarerSupport, Educate Bexley and more. A carer told us,
I work and look after my mum who has Alzheimer's. I thought that because I worked we wouldn't be eligible for any help, but I was helped to apply for attendance allowance for my mum. It made a big difference as we can now bring in some outside care to help mum, which also gives me some peace of mind.
As a carer, you can spend all your time focusing on someone else. Challenges frequently shared include managing stress and responsibility, impacts on your physical and mental health, and not being able to take time away from caring. This can also have negative impacts on your family life and relationships. Looking after yourself is important, both for you and the person you care for. And there are some things that may help you feel better to cope. There is counselling support for carers in Bexley, including from Mind, CarerSupport and Counselling Matters. Carers also tell us how important it is for them to have a break, and Crossroads Care, MenCap, CarerSupport and other charities provide breaks, free and some paid for. There are also groups where carers can meet and chat to other carers, and also groups for your loved one so you can have a break. Some groups you can attend together. There are also day services. These are often paid for, but you may be able to get financial support. We talk about carers and care needs assessments in our final video. A carer told us,
I look after my son who is disabled. He's supported at school in the day and I work, but I care for him at all other times. I love him so much, but it can be so tiring and overwhelming. I worry all the time. I recently started counselling on Zoom to fit in with work, and it's made a huge difference. I also go to the carers pub group for a chat. I don't feel so overwhelmed and stressed.